Business in today is very challenging, especially during the pandemic. No matter what industry you are in, digitalization and innovation is definitely on your to-do list. VentureGrab.com is a business opportunity platform. We focus to provide all kinds of business opportunity like franchise, licensing, partnership, and even buy-sell a business. Compared to the old school method, when you want to start a business, you need to do a lot of research. Now you can find all this information from VentureGrab.com. We make your 3 process faster and easier. With your business listing on VentureGrab.com, we help you to shout out your business opportunity to the right person. As of today, we have more than 50,000 potential business investor database within our platform. Besides all these marketing channels, we also provide further professional assistance whenever you need it, and we leave it to you to have direct discussion with the expert. Our platform is business opportunity and investor focused. To a business opportunity hunter, VentureGrab Investor Circle, VGIC. This is a great place to hunt for opportunity, from franchise to licensing, from partial shares to 100% buying off. You might have the chance to be the pioneer investor in local or overseas brands. SME owners who are looking to grow or expansion by acquisition of upstream or downstream businesses within the industry. Young entrepreneurs who are looking to start up a business with lower cost and innovative product and services. There are a variety of choices of business opportunity for you to choose and compare. There's no markup, no hidden cost, no agent fees, reduced cost on transaction and process. There is full business information within the platform for faster decision making. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage every business owner out there, no matter how bad is the market, always stay positive and look for a solution. Like me, since MCO 1.0 until MCO 3.0, I just keep doing whatever I can think of and move on. You don't try, you don't know.
老板，你有生意或者公司是在雪兰莪的吗？如果有，那我就要恭喜你了，因为雪兰莪政府呢将提供高达5000令吉的津贴，用于你生意的 digital marketing 用途。那这个津贴的话呢，是基于先到先得，因为在2021年10月30日就会截止申请。那你申请了这个5000令吉呢，可以用来推广你的生意商机，也可以申请作为你 Facebook 广告的津贴，或是像我这种短视频的制作，都可以作为你 digital marketing 的用途。那甚至是你想要创建一个属于自己的网站，这些通通都可以申请。那如果你想要了解更多的详情，你可以点击下方的详细了解，我们呢将会告诉你该如何申请，而申请的同时，您又需要准备些什么呢？那温馨提醒，手机号码记得一定要填对哦。
我是曾伟，我是马来西亚鹿角巷的 CEO。然后呢，对于这次的这个线上博览会呢，我是感觉非常新鲜的非常新颖的。比起一些线下传统的呢，我觉得它会吸引到更多有意愿的人来参与我们这个会展，所以呢，我觉得非常非常的棒。
我的名叫严丽，我是Maggie，我们是从事这个线面馆的，很多不同的那个 potential investor。我们之前1对1我们已经有了10多20个 interview，所以我们要一个一个去 follow up。 是一次过可以呈现给这么多人的。这样的模式其实可以帮我们省下很多的时间。
所以也要谢谢 Venture Grab 给我们这样的机会去介绍 Mr. Fish。
是有下一场会啊，因为每一次不同都会有不同的经验，也学到不同的东西，而且这边我们也可以接触到很多各式各样的人。
Venture Grab 可以继续邀请我来参加，它可以让我们的这个 business 可以 explore 到更多的市场，更多一些不认识我们的人的那一块。
你也可以看到其他人怎么做，也可以跟他们学习。所以如果你问我有没有下一场会不会参加会，
所以我也是鼓励大家，这个分享会不是很长，所以值得去参与的。
是 Howard， 然后我来自新山 JB 的，想要再有第二个生意啦，所以就来想要 join 这个 conference， 看一下有什么生意机会。虽然你在线下也是可以看到不同类型的，不过你需要一间去询问的话，就花很多时间。那还从早上10点到2点，基本上就可以了解差不多接近10家的连锁。所以那你需要一间去问，比如说可能3天你才有办法走完全部的那个摊位还是怎样。所以在这边你可以选择性，有兴趣的你可以更加 go for 的，没有兴趣的话就直接 skip， 所以就比较有效率一些。对，也是会参加的，可以了解到那一个 franchise 的那个生意模式是怎样，所以更了解整个的那个连锁趋势是怎样，然后有哪一个生意是觉得往后可以再继续 further out。
Business opportunity export nice。
Welcome to Malaysia First Business Opportunity EXPO。
欢迎出席马来西亚首场生意机会博览会。
Opportunities always there as long as you stay positive. Through this event, we want to share all the business opportunities, especially in franchise and licensing.
We actually has been in the franchise industry for the past 15 years. We are not just ensuring our quality is consistent. I think the support and also work through the progress between the franchisor and franchisee are important.
We use ingredients that come from France. Everything is authentic. What we do is actually very niche, so it's not easy for people to actually follow it and also copy. We are actually a very good option for those who are looking into a passive income model. Our initial start cost is actually catered according to your budget. We discussed and we figure out ways to actually work out deals for all our interested franchisees.
A unique selling point, Mr. Fish, we are actually voted #1 fishing noodle in Klang Valley. We are innovative and adaptive. We have the food consistency because we have the central kitchen with IQF glass freezer. And soon, we have ready-to-eat meals where you can up and eat it straight away. It's actually the current market trend and can increase monthly sales.
Daily Go 就是属于 Express Concept， 每一个 outlet 我们都会有1辆餐车，我们有不同的 design， 我们要去吸引很多的年轻人，所以我们在7月份呢，我们就正式会开始了。然后接下来每一个月大概是8到10辆，所以我们预计大概3年会开300间在马来西亚，所以这个是我们的一个策略。我们也会让茶饮的这个文化到达到另外一个高峰。根据这整个 MCO 的情况，我们想要让更多的人尝试创业。
BMS started in 1997. Now BMS currently we have 50 outlets in Malaysia. Northern there's 2 outlets. Central we have 40. Southern 4, and in Sarawak we have 4 outlets right now.
So through this event, we also want to grow and expand the business. We want to build SME business opportunity ecosystem.
The Selangor government is actually launching a 5 million matching grant, which we will provide 5,000 ringgit to each of the SMEs to subscribe to a digital service provider.
Lee & Partners, as international law firm, we are helping companies and associates from other countries to deal with matters in and out Malaysia. We will give you some ideas about franchise agreement and franchise system.
thought that MCO is a very bad timing to start business because see the numbers of F&B business closing down. But for us, risk equal to chance. And the risks are great, but the rewards are greater.
The biggest gain that I gained today will be the opportunity to easily meet and talk and share our business model to over 100 participants. I think it's a very good opportunity for all of us to still be able to connect and still find ways to progress even during these tough times.
A very good initiative brought by Venture Grab, and of course looking at the comparison between typical franchise exhibition that we have experienced before. Of course, this has a lot of convenience. At the same time, it can be quite engaging.
We believe that this is a right medium for us to reach out to the people and then to the potential investors.
这次的活动最大的收获就是也要谢谢 Venture Grab 给我们这样的机会去介绍 Mr. Fish， 然后也可以认识更多人呢。
有些点子是蛮特别，所以呢，可能是让我们学习，然后呢，也看到一两家公司我们有兴趣了，看有没有机会投资了。
从早上10点到2点，基本上就可以了解差不多接近10家的连锁，一下子就很知道他们的生意的模式啊，所以就比较有效率一些。
BOEX
Business opportunity.
Business opportunity.
Business Opportunity E-Expo.
Nice.
This is a very good opportunity for Business Opportunity Expos. Pairing with the conventional expo, I would say this can be done at any time, any place. In fact, when I'm doing this, I'm just at my home. So I think that is a beautiful part. Okay, I think most important I would like to say is using the platform to share with everyone my experience.
Very new to us actually, because during this pandemic and everything we cannot do exhibitions and everything, so we go virtual instead. So I think this is a very good opportunity for us to reach out to as many people as possible.
It's able to help us to gather all the links in these events.
We'll actually participate for the next second Business Opportunity Expo. Our client may be looking for all these opportunities, but they do not know where are the platforms to find out from. So this is a situation where we can introduce E-Expo to our clients. And one thing, even though I myself as a lawyer, but who knows, maybe like 1 or 2 years later, I got a jackpot and so on, and then I may have this urge to run out a business myself.
Now Venture Grab for the past month or so, we realized it's a very good platform. So yes, joining this event in future will definitely be something that we will do correct.
Very good information. And it proves to be very competitive. So it also puts us on a very good framework. Give us a lot of good benchmark that these are the things that we can also offer for the future. So fantastic environment for today. And certainly looking forward to more enhancement by Venture Grab in the near future.
Venture Grab actually give a lot of supports, as in advertising materials, how to advertise, what to go on, and then the poster, everything is very useful and beneficial for us as a franchisor to expand more branding and get awareness, catch people's eye to look into our poster, to easily share our business model to over 100 participants in the crowds.
Business Opportunity Expo.
Nice.
Hello, everybody. Good evening. You're having a very good Saturday today. That's because today I'm having a very busy Saturday as usual. Okay, so hello, everybody. Welcome to another episode of Kang Tao Show. All right, so my name is Charles. I will be your host for today. Okay, so for every one of you that is the first time here, okay, welcome to the Business Kang Tao Show. For those that are returning, okay, do say hi, okay, and welcome back to more business opportunities, or better known as, for Chinese lah, okay, better known as Business Kang Tao for you. Okay, so this is a show where we as VentureGrad and myself as the host that will give you great business opportunity or even other opportunities as well. Okay, so the so-called Kang Tao's opportunities, we have different types. There are business opportunities, there's also knowledge sharing, there is also insights, insider views and everything. So do stay tuned, and today I can assure you that you can learn a lot of things, especially for your business journey. All right, so for business owners out there, especially if you're a new business owner, today will be a very good show for you. Okay, because I got a very knowledgeable and experienced guest that will be sharing his knowledge and experience with you. Okay, so I see today, looking at the chat, there is a lot of people saying hi to me. So hello everybody. Okay, so welcome, and glad that you guys are here for tuning in. All right, so for those that who's the first time here, okay, what is this Business Kang Tao Show all about? Okay, so for those that don't understand Chinese, it's okay. Okay, Kang Tao means lubang. Okay, in Malaysia, when we say, hey bro, you got any lubang or not? Bro, you got any work lubang or not? So when we say lubang, we actually mean opportunity lah. Okay, but if we put business lubang life, it sounds a bit weird lah. So that's why we put it as Business Kang Tao Show. Okay, so this is where I will be sharing with you a lot of opportunities. Okay, it can be business opportunity or any opportunities that can help you to grow your business in general. Okay, so we will have guests as well. Okay, because if all the episode you listen to me talk only, it will be a bit boring, like every time to see my face, right? But so I also invited a lot of guests that come up to share their opportunities to everyone. Okay, so what happened last week? Right, last week I got another guest that is, and why is my slide not moving? Okay, so last week we got a guest called CJ. So CJ, he is the founder of this fitness center called Move Fitness Studio. Okay, in specific, it's called Move Private Fitness Studio. Okay, basically it's a gym business. Okay, it's not really a gym. It's more of a overall. Is it called overall? It's a complete fitness studio. Okay, so especially for people like me who has a very round face and wants to sharpen my jaw, so it is a very good place for people to to get fit lah. Okay, so what I learned from him last week is actually the fitness business is quite lucrative one, and it's actually not very high capital as everyone expected, because everybody, when you talk about gym business, you would think that, I need to invest a lot of money, equipment and everything. Okay, but for what CJ shared last week, it actually is not the case. Fitness business is actually not so high capital, and especially there's not much OPEX as well, rolling capital. So if you would like to know more about this fitness business and not to know how can it actually be so lucrative, okay, you invest 300,000, you can get 30% of the share, and ROI and 100% you're hands off with the business. Okay, so if you like to know more about that, do tune into our venturegrad.com, venturegrad Facebook page, and look for the video. All right, so having said that, there's also a small announcement to make for everybody. Okay, so for today's live, it will be the last English live on our Facebook page. Okay, it's not the last live. Okay, it's only on our Facebook page, because due to the overwhelming response, and also we would like to have more engagement and interaction with everybody of you. Okay, with all our audience out there, we decided to make it a show on its own. Okay, so there will be a Facebook Kang Tao page. Okay, Kang Tao Show page that will be coming up very soon. So do tune in and wait for our announcement. All right. So when we announce that, do like that page so that we can bring more content and great knowledge to you guys as well. Now, moving on. So what is this Kang Tao show about? And then what are we all about? What is VentureGrab? Why is VentureGrab doing this kind of Kang Tao show, doing all these things, sharing business and everything? Okay, so let me share a little bit about VentureGrab to you. Okay, so VentureGrab, we are a business opportunity platform where we are a platform full of business opportunities for you to find. Okay, business opportunities can be franchise, licensing, the business for sale. There is the investment as well. Okay, so let me have the chart out to show you. Okay, so we basically connect business opportunities to great business opportunity seekers like you guys. Okay, so let's say there's franchise, they are looking for franchisee, we can do that. Okay, for the issuers in terms of investment, okay, and they're looking for investors, we can be the platform for that as well. For business sellers, they want to close down a business, they want to exit, they want to let go of all the business, we can also find buyers there. And for those that wants to, they want to sell off partial of their share. Okay, business seller is 100% one, partial share is part of the business. Okay, so they can also look for investors on VentureGrab. So all in all, okay, VentureGrab, we help everyone in terms of the entering, expanding, and also exiting of business. Okay, so any business that you want to find, go to venturegrab.com and you can find that business. All right, so when you go to venturegrab.com and you look for a business and see, hey, this business, yes, I think I can do, I like it. Okay, so what you can do is you can just go to the corner here, you can see, all right, the corner over here, and just click on make appointment. The business owner will receive your contact details and they will contact you directly. Okay, so you deal directly with the business owners, you don't come and deal with us. Okay, so we are more of a platform where you can use to find the business opportunity of your dreams. All right, so moving on next. Okay, so go to venturegrab.com, search for the business, and then you can see all sorts of different business over here that might suit your interest. Okay, so for business owners out there, if you like to connect to the, I would say, prospects that you are looking for, it can be franchisee, it can be selling off your business, you want to look for buyer, you are investment opportunity, you're looking for investors. We do have a few ways that we can help you. Okay, generally speaking, there's two. One of it is business opportunity advertising package. We have a different package. So what happened on this package will be, okay, you advertise on VentureGrab, okay, like just now, someone they see it, they are interested in you, they can click on it and you will receive their contact details directly and you can contact them. All right, so for those business owners that you want to sell your business but you don't know how, yes, there's a platform over there. Okay, there's a VentureGrab, but how do you use VentureGrab and how can you sell it off more efficiently? How do you find the people? How do you talk to them? How do you negotiate with them? How do you maintain the price? Okay, so I will be having a briefing, okay, to share with you 10 tips on how to sell your business efficiently. Okay, as of now, it's still Tuesday and Thursday, okay, but we might have a change of time. But never mind, if you're interested to sell your business, just come to us, connect with us, okay, and we will contact you and we will help you accordingly lah. All right, so next, right, we are also the appointed the digital service provider by CDEC, because CDEC, they are offering, okay, CDEC is the Selangor government's version of MDEC lah. Okay, so CDEC, they are having this SME digitalization grant where they help SME owners to digitalize their business by subsidizing 50% of the invoice, and then it's up to 5,000 ringgit. All right, so if you like to claim this grant, okay, it's actually finishing quite soon. So if you like to claim this grant, come to us. Okay, we also have briefing every day that we will show you how you can claim this grant lah. And also at the same time using VentureGrab's services as well. Okay, and then next we also have this thing called BOEX, which is the video you saw just now in the very beginning if you're watching. So business. BOEX, it basically means Business Opportunity E-Expo. Okay, it's a virtual event where we have brand owners, especially franchise and also licensing brand owners, to come and share and pitch to you about their business opportunity. So when you see it already, you're interested to know about it, you can just talk to them directly. So this is a platform where you can talk to the business owners directly and easier. Okay, and at the comfort of your own home. So imagine someone like O'Brien's, they have been around for so long already. and you decided that you want to open a sandwich shop like O'Brien's, you want to know more about it, but how do you reach out to O'Brien's? What are they all about? Should you reach out to them in the first place? Are they a good thing for you? Hence why on BuildEX, okay, Mr. Brian of O'Brien's, he did share about his business opportunity, how much it is, how it works, what they're looking for, and also you can see the founder himself, okay, how it looks like and how he sounds, so that he can even give you the confidence about the brand as well. Okay, so this is what BuildEX is all about. Okay, so for BuildEX, if you are a brand owner, you want to expand your business, you want to look for more franchisee licensee, okay, do consider using BuildEX. Okay, with just 20 minutes, you can reach up to 200 over potential franchisees and licensee with just 20 minutes in one day. Okay, so if you'd like to know more on how you can do that and what you can do about it, we have briefings that can help you as well. So for the briefings, okay, do register through our link in the comment below. And we have a briefing every Saturday, which is 3 p.m. for Mandarin session and also 5 p.m. for English session. Okay, we will talk to you and we will show you how effective this event is, okay, in order to help you to expand your business efficiently. All right, now moving forward. Okay, so we already have all these brands working with us with BuildEX to expand their brand as well, and we also would like the same thing for you. Okay, we would like to help you SME owners out there to expand your business together with us. Okay, the more the merrier. All right, but when it's talking about franchise, right? Okay, do you know that if you run your business in the form of franchise, but even though you don't call it franchise, you may call it licensing, you may call it a partnership business, but if it fits the franchise criteria, okay, and the government found out you actually run this kind of business, at the same time you are not registered as a franchise, you will be fined 500,000. So when you get fined, then of course you'll be headache lah. But how do you avoid that? Okay, how do you register yourself, and what can you do when it comes to franchising your business in other countries as well? Your IP lah, basically. Okay, so we are working together with CAS as well to give you the best services when it comes to registering your franchise. So if you like to go overseas, okay, with a free government grant, and also you like tips on how to register your trademark, okay, do talk to us. Okay, we will connect you with CAS to be able to help you lah in terms of registering your IP, okay, for your franchise business. Okay, so now we have come to after a very short introduction, now we have come to the most important part of the day. Okay, so for today, our topic is the 3 things that you need to know, okay, when it comes to business accounts. Okay, so every one of you out there, you business owners, right? Okay, I myself was a business owner and I still am lah. Okay, so every business people, you have your own skills, you have your own products, you have your own marketing. Okay, and most of the time, okay, we don't know about accounts, okay, because we are not accountant. But do you need to hire an expert to do it, okay, or do you know what can you do yourself and what things that you need to outsource to people? All right, so if you have this in mind, today is a very special day for you because I have a very interesting guest I can invite up. Okay, so let's see if my guest is ready. Kaiwen, are you ready? Is he ready? Okay, I think he is not ready yet, but never mind. Okay, I will play a video for you. Okay, while we are waiting. Okay, then do come back after the video. Then we will have a chat with Mr. Kaiwen. All right, so.
Business in today is very challenging, especially during the pandemic. No matter what industry you are in, digitalization and innovation is definitely on your to-do list. VentureGrab.com is a business opportunity platform. We focus to provide all kinds of business opportunity like franchise, licensing, partnership, and even buy-sell a business. Compared to the old school method, when you want to start a business, you need to do a lot of research. Now you can find all this information from VentureGrab.com. We make your 3 process faster and easier. With your business listing on VentureGrab.com, we help you to shout out your business opportunity to the right person. As of today, We have more than 50,000 potential business investor database within our platform. Besides all these marketing channels, we also provide further professional assistance whenever you need it, and we leave it to you to have direct discussion with the expert. Our platform is business opportunity and investor focused. To a business opportunity hunter, Venture Grab Investor Circle (VGIC). This is a great place to hunt for opportunity, from franchise to licensing, from partial shares to 100% buying off. You might have the chance to be the pioneer investor in local or overseas brands. SME owners who are looking to grow or expansion by acquisition of upstream or downstream businesses within the industry. Young entrepreneurs who are looking to start up a business with lower cost and innovative product and services. There are a variety of choices of business opportunity for you to choose and compare. There's no markup, no hidden cost, no agent fees, reduced cost on transaction and process. There is full business information within the platform for faster decision making. Lastly, I would like to take this opportunity to encourage every business owner out there, no matter how bad is the market, always stay positive and look for a solution. Like me, since MCO 1.0 until MCO 3.0, I just keep doing whatever I can think of and move on. You don't try, you don't know.
All right, so we are back to our show. So right now, let me first invite my co-host first. Okay, so let me invite my co-host, Miss Jacqueline of Coffeeland. All right, hi Jacqueline. Can you hear me? Very clear. Hi Jacqueline.
Hi, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes,
Jacqueline.
hi, good evening, everybody.
Oh, all
yes,
right,
I
so-
can hear you very clearly.
All right.
Yes,
awesome.
hi, can you hear me?
Okay. Yep, I can hear you
Yes,
very
good
clearly.
evening.
Okay, so at the same time, I would
Okay.
also like to invite our guests up before we
Yes.
do the introduction. Invite everybody up
Yes,
first, then
good.
everybody introduce. Okay, so I would like to invite our guest for today, which is Mr. Kaiwan. He is a chartered accountant and he specialized on startup SMEs as well. So he helps those small businesses, business owners that like myself, like I don't know accounting at all. He help people like me. All right, so let's invite Mr. Kaiwan. Hi, Kaiwan.
Hey,
Can
hi,
you
good
hear?
evening, guys.
All right. So, okay. Perhaps Jacqueline, you can introduce yourself first before we go to Kevin. Jacqueline?
Okay, hi, good evening, everybody. We are here again. Thank you for Venture Grab. Thank you for Charles, who is actually allow me to be his co-host. Yeah, what co-host means, that means I follow whatever actually the host wanting me to actually speak lah. Huh? Okay, so first of all, I come from Coffeeland. I'm one of the actually directors of this Coffeeland group. So we are a company of 22 years, established in 1998. And our company basically is manufacturing in the premium beverages since 1998, targeting for franchise setup, franchisors, and all those who are intending to set up cafe, set up any restaurant, who are looking for a cafe solution or beverage solution. And of course, there are many also new startup. They were probably actually also looking for us to look for a solution, and many times they might not have even any idea how they're going to do in terms of they have technical skill, but they might not have what it takes to actually really run a business with a sustainability, knowing what it takes to continue to have a profitable business. Therefore, we always think that accounts is really crucial for them to keep knowing if their business is profitable or if they are not, what are things to look at. So today, I guess it's very happy to see Kaiwan that's going to actually introduce yourself and also allow a lot of startup who come to know what are the things they need to take. Especially after COVID, we do have a lot of customers who came to us to actually want to start up a new business, especially in a cafe operation. So maybe I can pass the time back to Charles again.
All right. Thank you, Jacqueline, for the great introduction. Yes, so Jacqueline is the person you go to if you want to start an F&B business but not really know how to run it. That's where Jacqueline comes in. Then after Jacqueline comes in, business start already. Then the accounts part, how to do, that's where Kaiwan comes in. So Kaiwan, do introduce yourself to everybody out there.
Hi, thank you, Charles. Good evening again, guys. My name is Kaiwan. I am a chartered accountant, a member of MICPA. I'm practicing in the industry for more than 7 years, between 7 years and 8 years. Yeah. So I think that's all my introduction. Back to you, Charles.
All right. So thank you, Kaiwan. So for today, the topic for today is very simple. Okay, it's basically geared towards like for every new business that's starting. Okay, because a lot of people they don't know the back end works of things. Back end works also can mean not just accounting, but it's also the company registration and also basically to start a business lah. Okay, because there's a saying that your business doesn't start before you not actually register yourself. You can be running a very good business, okay, but when you have nothing official on paper, that means your business, your company doesn't exist yet. Okay, so first question for Kaiwan lah. Okay, so especially when you start business in Malaysia, there's two main things that people look into: the sole proprietorship and also Sdn Bhd. So can you share with everybody out there what is the difference and which one should I go to?
Okay, so in order to select between the mode of business which you want, I think you need to think of several factors, which the first one is your purpose, the purpose of your business, and on what scale you wish to operate your business. And the third one is I think it's a requirement. Let us just drill out one by one. Yeah, the purpose is, let's say you are a freelancer. You just wish to have a business name to show to your client, I'm operating a business. Then maybe you can choose a sole proprietor.
Yes.
In order to get a business name. Yes. On comparison, Sdn Bhd, we do a fair comparison between sole proprietor and the single director Sdn Bhd and a partnership and a normal Sdn Bhd. So if let's say you are operating your business, your purpose is to make the business big, and then you wish to hire employee, hire a partner, then this one will lead you to the partnership or Sdn Bhd. Okay, so in order to choose whether to go for Sdn Bhd or to go for partnership. Okay, if you are one of the partner where you're operating the business and you only plan just like doing in a small scale where all of the partner, let's say for example 4 partners, we are working together for 10 to 20 years, also the same, then partnership is enough. But let's say you wish to expand your business from 4 partner, 20 partner, 30 partner, and at the end you wish to become the non-participating partner where you are outside of the business and then the rest is still inside the business, then Sdn Bhd is the best. Why I say so? Because in Sdn Bhd there is a process called audit. That's why when you are not in the business, but how can you know that the business is behaving in the normal way? That's where the audit kick in. Yeah. And the second one is the requirement that I spoke just now, requirement. For example, let's say you are working on a franchisee business. You have a master franchise and you are the franchisee. Most of the time there is a rules. There's a rules from the master franchise saying that the franchisee need to be a Sdn Bhd. Yeah, I mean that doesn't mean all of them, but most of them, because again, Sdn Bhd is subjected to audit. That's why they can know that the franchisor know that the franchisee is using their name, but not doing any funny things. Yeah, and second thing is the next one is the tax efficiency. For this, if you know that, just for your information, the sole proprietor and the partnership is under the individual tax bracket, but the Sdn Bhd is under the corporate tax bracket, which is the tax rate will be lower. Yeah, so that is the difference between the sole proprietorship, partnership, and also the Sdn Bhd. Yes.
Okay, so meaning that I will summarize as Sdn Bhd has a better accountability because there's more process because of the auditing, right? So it's more suitable when it comes to doing a business that requires a lot of SOP structures and also basically a bigger business lah. In general, is that correct?
We can say so, but we can say so, and we also at the same time also cannot say so because that also depend on your business nature. Let's say, for example, I know a business that having a turnover of 50 million, 60 million, but still remain a sole proprietor.
Wow.
I don't actually want to disclose what is the industry, but there are some person who make their business very big already, but at the end they will still remain at the sole proprietor. Reason being is the Sdn Bhd have a lot of pros, like you say, got accountability, visibility, and at the same time have tax efficiency. But there's one cons that everyone don't like.
Maybe.
Which is the compliance part. Because Sdn Bhd have very high compliance and legal, which you need to have the subject matter expert in order to assist you. Let's say, for example, a penalty will cost you a few thousand already. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So Jacqueline, you want to add something? Okay.
Yeah, basically, I want to ask Kaiwen, because I come across a lot of actually new startup or even customer who has been for a while, who is they usually also ask this question: when would be the right time or a good guideline for them to come to know that they need to switch to Sdn Bhd? One area is because of last time we have this SST, right? So is that a guideline for them to know when they need to switch or when they need to be lifted up from a proprietor to actually a Sdn Bhd? Otherwise, it would be like you said, 50 million.
Yeah, 50 million. Okay, so 50 million already, they are still a sole proprietor. So when it will be the good time or the right time to so-called upgrade to Sdn Bhd?
Yeah, so actually, right, this one have to depends on the owner or the director. Because like I said just now, there is a business where reach 50 million already, then they still remain as the sole proprietor. And we advise them, we say, hey, you see, you have so many money, so many net profit, and the personal with your sole proprietor, you have to pay tax at the rate of 30%. Now why don't you just switch to the Sdn Bhd and pay for 24%? They said, never mind. It's okay, I like this.
Yes, correct.
Because less compliance, less legal, less headache. It's okay, just take my money and I can sleep well. So usually what we advise to our client on when to switch from sole proprietorship to Sdn Bhd is also a quite common question. Yeah, so we will advise if let's say your turnover have from between 500,000 to 700,000, then you may switch to Sdn Bhd.
500,000 to 700,000 turnover.
Correct.
In a way, in your business do good already lah. Then you change to Sdn Bhd.
As a guideline.
Yeah, that's a guideline. Okay. So having
is that the guideline for SST? Is that
SST.
the guideline for SST as well?
No, for SST actually my specialize is not in SST, but for SST, as long as you are rolling past rolling 12 months. For the SST, as long as your past rolling 12 months, there is a turnover exceeding 500,000 that you need to register for SST. This one is for those business which is SST, which is subject to SST. But You cannot.
Okay.
You cannot
Because
look at.
I do have some customer who came and asked me,
Yeah. The customer asking you? Jacqueline?
Kaiwan, can you hear me?
Yeah, we all can hear you.
Yes.
I think the response to your side is
Okay.
good.
Okay, the question is a bit, I think lagging, huh? So the
Yeah.
question is the customer asking how would they know of their contribution of 500 because the business is ongoing, right? When they are new startup, so ongoing. So maybe when they start up, they would not have expected their revenue would turn up to 500,000 a year. So in this context, they were probably not registered as SST, a compliance company. But when they reach somehow in less than 1 year, they hit 500. So would there be any legal impact in this area, or by then only they actually converted or they registered with the SST?
Yeah. So to answer
You get
your
my question?
yeah, I think so. You are asking
Of course,
because
most sole proprietor when they started, they were not registered SST.
yeah, so your question is because when they started their business, they don't know that their turnover can be very high, that can suddenly reach so good business one, right?
I think
Yeah.
that's most of the case. A lot of the
Most
business,
of the
they
case.
just started small, as a hobby, they suddenly it blew
Yeah.
up. They suddenly
Yeah,
got a
so-
lot of things
Yeah.
to comply. Yeah.
So this is the rule.
Yeah,
Correct, because
especially
I know
those
the
e-commerce.
So this is the guideline. I'm not actually the PIC SST, but the guideline is when you are when you, let's say this month is October 2021, and we look to the past 12 months, which means is to November 2020. So if we at this month October 2021 detect that from November 2020 to October 2021 there is a 500,000 within 1 month time. Within 1 month, if I'm mistaken, is within 1 month time you need to register for yourself SST.
Okay. Actually, there's a question from the comments that is, I think is similar. Okay, so from Curry Pao Pao. Okay, their curry bun very nice. This one. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
correct. The curry power correct. For FMB is 1.5 million the threshold.
Okay, so I hope that's answered your question. Okay, so having said that, okay, so I'm not really sure about tax, but when it comes to accounting, right? I always see that business owners they were asking that there are certain documents they need to keep, and there's certain things that they not. So in this sense, right? What kind of documents in comes to accounting? Okay, what kind of documents should be kept on the higher priority, or some you can keep if they can, but they don't keep, so never mind. In terms of level of priority, what kind of documents?
Usually the highest priority, we exclude those the incorporation document. Let's say like the SSM business cert, the section 14, form 9, all those we exclude because that one is must keep already. So the transactional document that which you need to give the highest priority is the invoice. Invoice which you issue to your customer, or invoice which you have received from your vendor. This has the highest priority because this is the proof of the transaction.
Okay.
Talking
years?
about
Yeah.
Kaiwan, I have got one question and inquiry about the invoice. Those days, I think our invoice come together with the PO or attached to the DO. Invoice they were sending to a customer as a system generated, meaning that so regardless whether it's a genuine invoice or it's a like created invoice, how do you like from an audit point to verify the authenticity of this?
Sorry, Jacqueline, can you repeat your question?
Okay, my question I repeat again is the invoice that we actually receive usually from customer, those days are original the paperless, the paperless nowadays. So they are sending by email. Yeah, all the e-invoice. So we can actually print out and download. So which in this case, how do you verify from the audit point of view that the authenticity of this invoice is genuine, or could it be actually a make-up invoice?
I see.
You get
so because
get me?
I think our concern is because now during this era, I think there is a lot of invoice which is at the bottom of the page. They will say this is what generated invoice and no signature are required. So in terms of see whether the invoice is genuine or not, right?
Yes.
Yeah, usually there are yeah, this one is the scope of the auditor already, I think.
From audit point of view, how do you verify?
Usually what the auditor will do is they got two approach. The first approach, which is quite widely used, is the subsequent payment, which means when you receive the invoice already, right, then they will check at the bank statement, see whether you really pay for that invoice or not. Yeah, so that is the first one. And the second one is they will call your vendor. Yeah, vendor confirmation.
Traditional method.
Yeah,
old school method.
Manual way lah.
Manual method.
Yeah.
So, but if the customer is a transactional volume is very high, how are they going to call one by one? Like
so,
those retail customer.
So that one,
or
right?
Even e-commerce. Like e-commerce nowadays.
Because the currently auditors are running an approach we call risk-based audit, which means the auditor doesn't actually audit 100% of your document. They will select a sample. Depend on their assumption, which kind of sampling they will use. Let's say, for example, I will take the top 20 highest amount, or I will take based on the categories by the vendors and take this one is on them to think because after all at the end they will need to express their opinion about the financial statement and they will sign, right? So the assumption is on them and they will select the sample to test.
Okay, so it's subjective of how each individual auditor perform their auditing job lah.
Yeah, it's subjective, but they will follow the standard called MFRS or MPERS.
Oh, okay.
So this is even the assuming side, there is a way to assume lah. Okay. So having said that, right, because just now you mentioned about technology, okay, that Jacqueline mentioned the e-invoice type, right? So technology has actually changed a lot when it comes to the business accounts. Okay, there are some companies that still use back the manual way. Okay, I'm more familiar with payroll, okay, HR. Right? So there are still companies that still calculate one by one. All right, but there are also companies that's using the payroll software. So when it comes to accounting, right? So how do I decide whether I should use the manual way by hiring somebody or hiring a third party like Kaiwen, or should I go for accounting software? These two, how do I choose?
This one actually will be based on the owner personal preference already. Let's say there is an owner don't want to look at the back end job, right? Then they will actually hire a third party or they will hire an accountant to come their place and work. But if you get let's not talk about this scenario yet. And about accounting software, you can choose to buy the accounting software, but you need to remember that if you have the accounting software, you need to give out the effort in order to input into the software so that you can get the report at the end. So to say whether you need to hire a person or you need to buy a software is actually independent, because if you have the person but you don't have the software, then I don't think the account clerk can do any accounting for you, unless your transaction is not much. System is being created in order to cater for a high volume transaction so that everything is systematic, right?
Yes.
So if let's say you are in a high transactional volume company and you hire an accountant but you don't have the accounting software, I think 2 months time he will go away. He will run. Yeah.
Okay. So
if you ask me whether to hire or accounting software, I think both of them are essential.
I would say hire someone like Kai Wen, they can help you do your accounts clearly, especially for startups.
For startup, actually for your transactional volume is not big. Actually, you can opt for don't need to go for the accounting software. Yeah, where the transaction volume is not yet very big, because currently as I go to the marketplace, I saw the accounting software usually is you need to pay for the licensing one.
Yes, they need to pay monthly one.
Yeah, which means some of the people mindset is, I haven't earned money, then I need to give money already. Yeah, some people their mindset is like this. That's why they choose not to have accounting software. They're just like, okay, keep everything, and then I manually calculate. Yeah, there is someone like that.
Okay. And then there are also people that they also don't hire third party as well, right? In your experience, like they will gully to let other people see their accounts. Do you have experience like that?
Yeah, actually, I don't have the experience like that, because those who finding me already want to find a third party.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So, but you are right. Some person is like that because they are worried that they leak their information to someone that they don't know and someone that they do not trust. Because as an accountant, they are worried that they leak their information.
Yeah. You're saying? Okay, what you're saying?
Yes. Where am I just now?
You're talking about there are some people that they don't feel comfortable leaking out their information lah.
Correct. There are people who are not comfortable to leak out their personal information, especially the person who are handling their account will know how much they earn every year. That's why unless they found someone which they really trust, then they will work together. Else he will be working alone.
Okay. So for your case, because I know you are more specialized in the SME side of things lah. But have you done like the more corporate side as well? So what are the difference in your experience in terms of the accounting books?
You mean between handling the corporate and the SME?
Yeah. That because I'm a startup, right? So do I need to the accounting that I do, is it need to be like a corporate level of accounting, or just simple check and balance and then make sure all the paperwork are there, then it's fine already? Or there's no difference, just the volume of things is different only?
I see. This is a very good and interesting question. Yeah, so what happened and what we experienced last time is usually those accountants, especially those fresh grad and also those come out from audit firm, I hope that our audience today don't have those come out with audit firm. So they are very ambitious, and when they took over, let's say the family business and see the account is not according to standard. Okay, I want to implement this one. I want to impose this one. I want to put in that one. At the end, because that one is a small scale business, actually it's not necessary to put a lot of things inside there. It only make your life difficult. That's why corporate and the SME account is a totally different board game. Yeah, you can implement this, you can put that, you can everything, but it is not value added, non-value added. You can see, okay, you won't tell to other person that, my family business accounting is following the standard, others are not. You're not saying like that.
Yes. It's all about
Yes,
business.
so- Correct. So because it's a small scale business, so my advice to everyone is don't make your life difficult. Comply with the rule to the minimum requirement. That is more than enough already.
Okay. So all these standard thing is more of for bigger scale things to make things easy for them lah. Is it like this?
It's for the big scale business, right? Why the things are so difficult? Actually, there are reason for it, because they need to have a proper control so that their employee are not doing anything wrong, anything which commit to fraud. Because for the very big scale business, actually the boss is not there.
Yes.
So there are a lot of control. There are a lot of checking where you need to issue one invoice, right? You need to prepare by the executive, check by the what, and then approve by who. You need 3 PIC in order to execute one transaction. That is what the big corporate do. But if you use this to your family business, it's like, oh, the son prepare the invoice, mother to approve, then the father to like, is actually not value added. Like I said, not value added, don't have any meaning.
Okay. So in a way, for me that do small businesses is a blessing in disguise that I'm not an accountant. So I want things easy, simple, and then I have third party like you guys to help us. Okay. So what other things that as a person with no accounting background, I start a business already. Okay, layman term. Okay, layman things that I need to know. Okay, at the very least, so that even though when I find third party, I know what my third party is telling me.
You mean what is the thing you need to take note?
Yeah, what's the thing I need to take note as a small business owner, fresh business? I know nothing about accounting.
What you need to take note is just take good care of the document. One and the only one, I think. Yeah, take good care of the document. Keep everything well. Let's say, for example, you are starting your business, right? You're starting your business, and then you are actually receiving the invoices from your vendor. You're buying things, expenses to receipt, right? My advice is to get everything well. Best is, if let's say at your house or at your office or in your car, you prepare a storage box. Whenever there's receipt invoice, you just throw inside there. At the end of the year, whether you want to do it yourself or you don't have the knowledge, you wish to choose a third party to help you to do, you just give the whole thing to them. Yeah. So the one thing to take note, I think, is just to keep the document well, because that is the proof of the transaction.
Okay, and also make sure every transaction is documented, right?
Yes.
Okay, and then for these documents, right, how long do I need to keep them?
If you ask me, keep every year,
I mean, I hold it by the end of the year, because it's financial year, right? Okay, cool. All right. Actually, there's this. Yeah.
Yeah, if you ask my opinion, is keep every year, but if let's say if you are coming from the tax purposes, it is 7 years.
I think it's similar to the payroll side as well, because every pay slip we need to keep for 7 years at least. Yeah, sometimes I heard from my client last time, they even check back 10 years worth of pay slip.
Correct. I actually experienced one time where the tax authority asking for the 10 years. I said, what? It's supposed to be 7 years, right?
Yeah.
Then eventually
I had client complain. And last time I had one client, they tell me, because they are a factory, they have like 100 over staff. So the tax guys, they actually ask for 10 years worth of pay slip. So they have to dig back from all their old very old file, and then to get it bit by bit.
Yeah, that's why I said just now is as many years as possible, because as the rule says 7 years, but you may not know they ask for 10 years.
Yeah. Hi, Chekti. Welcome back. Now use phone.
The line is really bad. Sorry, guys,
okay.
because I'm in my parents' house. So the Wi-Fi, I think, not quite stable here.
I see. No worries, no worries. As long as you're here. Okay. So where are you actually? Which state? Or which area? Or you can hear me in the first place. Oh, good. I think can't hear.
You can hear me clearly?
I can hear you very clearly.
Oh, very clearly, huh?
Yeah,
But somehow I
very clear.
cannot hear the sound very clearly. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Volume.
what was your last question?
Okay, so me and Kaiwan, we were talking about the tax. Okay, because there are companies that I was asking Kaiwan, how long should I keep all the documents? Just Kaiwan say, for people that don't know accounts like myself. Okay, so for accounting, so just keep all the documents that I have, all the receipts for transaction, invoice, everything. Okay, so I was asking Kaiwan, like, how long do I need to keep it? Then we were chatting about their sharing our experience. More of us, we had clients that when the tax or tax people came, they are actually asked for 10 years worth of payslip for my side. Then for Kaiwan's side, they're asking for 10 years worth of accounts. 10 years worth of accounts too. So we stop there. We say keep as long as we can. Right? Anything you have, just keep.
I find this is really something that we have no choice lah. We used to be told at least 7 years for the accounting report, all the reports, but somehow we kept like more than 10 years. So it's like trying to compile and then binding them all together. I think the challenges really for the corporate or for any company like us that are more than 10 years is like compiling all these documents into the paperwork. It is not an issue, but the only thing is because of the accounting, sometimes they want to trace back from the system. And over the years, our government changes so much from SST, then GST, then SST again. So the system that we use also change, So from one system to another system. So whereby now, if we were to trace back, we probably cannot get the 10 over years back data, but it's in other application or other system. So this is what I think I find what a lot of auditor might find difficulty if they were to really want to do the tracing back. Is that right, Kaiwan? But I know you are 7 years lah, so maybe I don't know you have come across any of this kind of customer issues.
Just now we come into conclusion that should not be just 7 years. So my answer to Charles is keep as many years as possible. If you can keep from the business incorporation until now, that is the best.
Yeah, but I have to agree with you because of the system supposedly to be a reliable one where they can do tracking and tracing from the archive file. But today, the physical copy also is as equally important. If they want to find any evidence, that is the evidence that we can prove. Especially all the billing, all the statements, right?
Yes, you are right. And to maintain the documents in both hard and soft copy is equally important. Let's say, for example, we have some receipt or we have some invoice which it can only last for 6 months. Then the word all gone already.
Yep.
But of course, when you're talking about receipt, the challenges is mostly the receipt are, especially some receipt are in thermal paper, like a bank slip after banking in, then they came out. So I also find it real headache. Like, how do you keep all this paperwork, which is still accessible after so many years, when the thermal, the temperature, when it's gone, the printing also gone.
Yeah, for this
So
one, right?
is that a challenge?
Yeah, I don't think it's a very tough challenge. I just need to put in an additional step. This one actually we will advise 2 ways to tackle. The first one is ask client to photostat it. That's the first one. But that one is quite wasting paper and not environmental friendly. So what my site did for our client is we maintain their documents in both hard copy and soft copy. Because while the thermal paper, the words are still very clear, we produce a scan copy and store in
Take picture
the store in the server or store in the cloud.
Like take picture. The moment I get the receipt, I take the picture, then I save it in.
I think this is what we currently practice also. Everything, get a copy and then paste it on to save into the cloud. I think that's the safest.
I think that's what the account software do, right? The cloud accounting software. Like for claims, you just take picture, submit. Then it's easier for the accounting as well, but it's also easy for safekeeping. It's for that like that. So the small pros for accounting software is that lah. Then the small cons is if government keep changing from SST to GST and then SST, if later don't know what T come again, so you need to keep changing your software lor.
Any recommended software, Kaiwan, for startup? Like not too expensive and yet they are comfortable where they can do billing and then they can check the with the client the supplier. Like we are the supplier, so we actually also thought of recommending some reasonable cost software where they can use for actually at least maybe for the 2 to 3 years during this startup. What would be your recommendation like?
I believe this one I am not in a position to recommend you. It's a bit biased. You have to go to the market and search yourself.
Okay. Because they didn't pay you, so okay.
He cannot say. He cannot say. But I can PM you. I can PM the PO. Then I know quite a few actually.
Okay. Next round, Charles will find another software vendor to talk why they are recommended.
You ask them, of course they say their own software is good one.
Like for Kaiwan, you can adapt to any software right?
Yes. I just give comment generally, not to pinpoint anyone, and we actually can pilot any accounting software, regardless of whether the software is functioning very, very, very good or functioning very, very, very bad. We also can pilot, because at the end we just need to input every data into the software and then come out with the report. Yeah.
Okay.
Of course, we have encountered with the software which is very good. I also encountered with software which is very bad.
Offline, and I will ask you about this since they didn't pay. Okay.
Also encounter the very expensive one, which is very good one, and also encounter this is very budget but also very good one. Yeah, we use a lot.
Oh, that's good to hear. Budget and yet very good. I think the startup need some good recommendation like this. At least can last or sustain for quite a few years before they can probably be upgraded to Sdn Bhd. Then they can be your longer customer, right?
By the end of the day, is the accountant's skills and knowledge that is the most important. Okay, even though you have your software and everything, but at the end of the day, I do know clients like even after I do payroll last time. So even after they use their software, generate the payroll, everything, you still need a payroll guy to double check and to make sure that their calculation is correct. So at the end of the day, it's still back to the accounting skills.
Yeah, Chow is correct, because accounting software, no matter how good it is just a tool. And the tool have to depend on the user. If the user is very good at using any tool, then the tool will be very good. This is just a value add. Let's say, for example, a person who is a good fighter, no need any punching glove, can kill people already. Something like that.
So it's important to choose the right tools and then get them trained.
Correct. Right tool is the what we say is the catalyst. It will become very helpful. So if you have a very experienced person with a good tools, then I can say, God bless you. Yes, you will be very successful.
Yes. Like for my company, as in concern, our salespeople, admin or accounts, I think our usually general rule of thumbs, we will not choose something too complicated, but something that is easily pick up and more user friendly. So at one look, they will know what to do and how to go to the next, rather than the complication. So I guess the startup probably not looking into something called ERP, but something more user friendly. That's a keyword lah, right? Like if I say. But if moving forward in a more comprehensive, then they might need to have those more comprehensive customization. So that was what I was like trying to refer to lah. Because you have too many customer when they start up, they actually use Excel, you know. They don't have
Yes.
accounting software, but they use Excel. But I will be like wondering, how do you actually keep track of all your record after record, like month by month, with the Excel that they can only give you like one page of a report, but they cannot allow you to do a lot of filtering, or unless they know all the macro, the macro features. But otherwise, would be very tedious for them, right?
Yeah, I also know some companies that for payroll, they will still use Excel and calculator to count one by one. 50
That's
staff, they
very.
still count one by one.
I guess there's a knowledge about the awareness of the startup, because when they start up, they are like a fighter going to the battlefield to fight, to get sales, to bring in more money, but forgotten what is at the back end that is also equally important. So if they don't have the right tools, ended up when they look back, actually they might not get a very accurate report in telling them whether they are profitable or not. I overheard during this MCO, some of them running live, right, live doing sales online. Then later, after half year later, business is very good, After like recently asking them, so how good is your business? The answer is actually not making money after they found out.
Revenue very nice, but
Yeah.
profit zero
Yeah.
or very low.
High revenue, but a very low margin, which after cutting out all the operation costs, they realize. And this is what I felt a lot of startups that they had neglected in getting the right tools in supporting their business.
Yeah, this is the one thing I agree. I do met a lot of startups. Okay, they got sales, they got revenue, they even got funding. Okay, in the millions, their funding. But when you look at their books, right? Okay, it's actually on the negative. Then you don't know why. They also don't know why. Okay, and then when a cousin go in and check, then they can determine. Oh, you actually spend. So the spending became high faster than the earning. So that's how a lot of startups die. So for startups out there, yes, it's good to have a great product, great idea, you will get your funding and everything. But the back end also, you need to make sure that you don't spend your money like water. Yes, I know money is water, but it's to keep, it's not to flow it up like water.
Yeah.
For this, I wish to give an advice also to all the business owners that are running their business, no matter in small scale or big scale. If possible, not to say if possible, compulsory. I don't want to say compulsory also because it is a commitment. So I say if possible, try to maintain your company accounts in a monthly basis, so that you know for the current month you are making money or losing money, and you know you are losing money already, you know the reason, then you tackle that month as well. Because if let's say you are accumulate until the year end for 12 months already, then only you know, oh, we are taking the wrong step for 12 months already, and it is too late already. Yeah, so that's why it is, if possible, maintain your company accounts in a monthly basis.
Yes.
And net profit or gross profit alone doesn't make the show. You need to have the cash flow also, because there are company which is high profitability but very tight cash flow and don't have liquidity. Then they only they realize that, oh, my customer are owing me so much money. Then they start to chase, but it's a bit late. So net profit alone is not enough. There are a lot of aspects to see, but that one is depend on your business nature.
Yes, yes, it is so true. I came across during this MCO, there are customers who have so-called the sales, but they have not gotten the collection, so ended up caught into the cash flow, the turnaround issue, especially those who are in construction or engineering firm. So whereby the collection is like 6 months, 9 months, and that's how they got stuck over there, and the project cannot proceed. During MCO, everything stuck, right? So
Yes.
the payment also get delayed. So everything all get affected, like stacking up one of another. But if they were to know the report in terms of the profit or the cash flow, whether they can sustain, I think they probably can do some ramification or rectify it in a more instant way. But good
So
advice
the,
also.
the faster you know your issue, the better lah. So the way to know that is through papers, not numbers. End of the day, because business end of the day, I hate to burst this bubble to a lot of people lah. Okay, because a lot of especially younger, less in my age and below. Okay. So a lot of younger entrepreneurs, business owners, they are very passionate. They are very enthusiastic about their business. Okay, they like whatever they do entrepreneurship, right? They created a market disruption idea. They have a very amazing product, but a lot of them they forgot the end of the day is the bottom line. It's the numbers. If you don't have the bottom line, you don't have your numbers right, you are not going to sustain. Okay, so that's the thing. I will personally advise to everyone out there, lah. Okay, especially if you're a enthusiastic, very young entrepreneur out there. Okay, yes, I know accounting side is a very boring thing. Okay, I totally understand you. Okay, I also like that. But end of the day, as a business person, you need to see that, lah. Okay, so it's a very very important part of the whole business as well, as it's equally important as getting sales. You agree with me, lah?
I agree with what Kaiwan say lah. It's compulsory lah, not like it's a wish to have thing, but it's a compulsory. It's better to start at the right grounding than to later find out that it's too late. Yeah.
Oh my God, my customer should have paid me last 6 months, but haven't paid me. Oh my God, that time. Oh my God, really.
So you need to stick to Kaiwan more often.
Oh yes, I see him every week, every Thursday.
I must say one thing to share over here. I have a very good accountant. Used to be before the GST time. The business actually grew because of the report that was given to us instantly. Like whenever we need any report, and then the analysis report or any the revenue in how much more that we want to increase. I think the report from the system do give us a very, very good guideline in not just tracking, but it's also as a guideline in terms of how much the growth that you are looking for comparing to last year to set a new target or set a new goal. I think that was really critical.
Yeah.
So I totally believe keeping a good accounting management system or accounting report, which is essential.
Yes. So today's live sharing is, to summarize today's live sharing is, look at your accounts very clearly. Okay, make sure it's monthly, and importantly, look for a good accounts manager like Kaiwan. Okay. All right. So because right now the time is a bit tight, but I really like to have a longer chat with Jacqueline and also Kaiwan, but time is a bit short. But never mind, we can have it another time. All right. So before I let you go, Kaiwan, okay, do you have anything that you want to shout out to the audience out there?
I think no. Just now shout already the voice.
Oh, just now shout already the last advice, Okay. Then how about Jacqueline?
I advise of any new startup to start it right lah. To start it right, regardless of whether you like accounts as one of the subject matter But in order to start the business, knowing the business going to be profitable, so that will give you a guideline. So which to me, accounts is essential. I'm not an accountant though, but I find that it is essential, and it is compulsory to start up by looking up. Might not be the right best accounting system, but at least there is one. At least,
Yes.
but like Kaiwan, I was asking, what is the reasonable cost to sign up one? So okay, maybe another time when he find out, okay, someone want to partner with him, then he recommend.
Yes, yes. Okay, so thank you, Jacqueline. Okay, I also totally agree. So everything is all bottom line lah. Okay, and then make sure that start right, plan right, then execute it right, then everything will be fine lah. Okay, especially during MCO right now. Okay, so thank you so much, Kaiwan and also Jacqueline for coming up to this live for our short chat. So I hope to see you guys soon. Okay, so see you. Bye. See you guys.
See you.
Okay.
Thank you. Good night. Good night, everybody.
All right, so that is Kaiwan and also Jacqueline. Okay, so today we shared a lot about the importance of your business accounts when it comes to your startup business lah. Okay, actually it's important to all, but for startup business especially, because I understand that a lot of business owners out there, you are like me. Okay, you are very bad at math. You're very bad at accounting, but still, as a business person, this is a very important thing that you need to look into it lah. Okay, so thank you so much everybody for tuning in. Okay, I hope you learned something. I hope you get a good value out of our discussion. Okay, so if you like to know more or you like to get to know Kaiwan and or even Jacqueline as well, okay, do come to us to connect with us, and we can connect you to both of them lah. Okay, so for Kaiwan, if you are looking for accounting services as well, there's Kaiwan. And if you're F&B owner, you want to franchise your business, you're looking for supplier, that's where Jacqueline can come in. Okay, so first things first, thank you so much everybody for coming, for watching in. Okay, now one more time, my announcement will be, okay, so this Kang Tao show for today will be our last Kang Tao show that will be hosted on our VentureGrab Facebook page. Okay, so moving forward, there will be a Kang Tao Show Facebook page standing on its own, so that we can communicate with you better and also give you more content and also best content for you guys lah. Okay, so because we like to get more Kang Taos, more knowledge, more lubangs for every one of you out there. Hence, okay, so you tune in into our Facebook page, our English and also our Chinese one. Okay, when we share out when we open up the new Facebook page, so do click on that one, follow us, share, and hope to see you guys over there. All right, so thank you very much everybody for watching, and I hope to see you soon. All right, bye bye.